undoubtedly one of the most beloved and popular children's shows of all time. But have you ever caught these hidden Easter eggs while watching the adventures of the world's most famous piggy? Peppa and her family have traveled the world in several adventures, and one of them took them to the bustling city of New York in the United States. During this unforgettable trip, they visited a version of the city's most iconic and famous spots, Times Square. The square, which has been the backdrop for countless movies and TV series, also made an appearance in Peppa's universe. It's a clear nod to American pop culture that surely caught the attention of the most observant fans. Could it be that in Peppa's world, it's called Pig Square? That would be pretty cool, don't you think? But the surprises at Times Square don't stop there. Beyond the square itself being a pop culture landmark, the massive screens featured in the episode are packed with fun Easter eggs. One of the screens displays Super Potato promoting his movie, Vegetables in Space. While this is fairly obvious, the real Easter egg is on another screen where Ben and Holly appear. This is no coincidence, but a clever attempt to encourage Peppa fans to watch Ben and Holly's Little Kingdom. And that's not all. Just above, a third screen shows a car race with some very familiar colors, red and green. Clearly, this is a reference to Nintendo's Mario Kart franchise, with the cars symbolizing Mario and Luigi. Coincidence? I think not. It's becoming clear that Peppa's universe is brimming with references you probably never noticed. Today, we're going to show you 13 Easter eggs and references you might have missed in Peppa Pig. So, grab a special snack and join us as we dive into the incredible and secret-filled world of the Pink Piggies animation. Speaking of Ben and Holly, many Peppa Pig fans still don't know that its creators, Neville Astley and Mark Baker, are also behind the show Ben and Holly's Little Kingdom. For this reason, the two universes are connected through small Easter eggs scattered throughout the episodes. One of the coolest examples is in the episode Hospital, where Ben and Holly appear as drawings on the wall. This connection has led many fans to believe that both shows are set in the same universe. Just imagine how much they must share! Did you know that Peppa Pig also references famous books? One of the most amusing examples is in the episode Best Friend, where we can spot, on Peppa's bedroom wall, a drawing of an orange-striped cat. This cat is none other than Petey, the villain from the globally famous Dogman book series. Although DreamWorks' movie adaptation isn't set to hit theaters until January 2025, this reference has been in the show for quite some time. The resemblance is undeniable. Petey is slender and matches the size of the drawing shown. And no, it's not Garfield. After all, Garfield has a much rounder and more compact shape. It's evident that the artist behind Peppa Pig wanted to pay homage to this mischievous feline from such a beloved franchise. If you love these fun facts and enjoy uncovering hidden secrets in Peppa Pig, comment below Peppa. In the episode The Children's Party, Miss Rabbit stars in a hilarious scene while trying to get her face painted. She wanted something unique, but ended up being painted by Rebecca Rabbit as a plum. At first glance, it seems like just a simple joke, but attentive fans noticed that this is actually a clever Easter egg referencing Ben and Holly's Little Kingdom. That's because Miss Rabbit's voice is provided by Sarah Ann Kennedy, the same actress who voices Nanny Plum in the other famous show. And, as you might have noticed, both characters are plums in their own unique way. This type of joke is one of those well-hidden details that only the biggest fans catch. If you spotted this connection on your own, congratulations! You're definitely part of Peppa Pig's Easter Egg Detective Club. If there's one franchise that has left its mark on pop culture and remains famous to this day, it's definitely Jurassic Park. And as we know, especially thanks to George, Peppa Pig's world isn't free from dinosaurs. It was only a matter of time before the series paid homage to this iconic 90s classic. In fact, Jurassic Park didn't just get a small Easter egg, it inspired an entire episode packed with references, titled Grandpa Rabbit's Dinosaur Park. In this episode, the characters visit a dinosaur-themed park, just like in the movie. The difference? The creatures in Peppa Pig's park are all fake, which is a relief. After all, no one wants the chaos of Jurassic Park to repeat itself here, right? Imagine if Grandpa Rabbit's recreated dinosaurs went out of control, just like in the movie. It would definitely be an adventure for the pig family, but perhaps a bit too scary for the little piggies. Even so, the episode is full of nostalgic moments for those who grew up watching this classic. Speaking of dinosaurs, we can't forget George's favorite toy, Mr. Dinosaur. You might think he's just another ordinary toy, But his appearance actually hides a big Easter egg referencing one of the biggest franchises in pop culture, Godzilla. That's because Mr. Dinosaur is completely green and has a design that strongly resembles the iconic Japanese giant monster. This resemblance is no coincidence. Godzilla is such a legendary figure that whenever someone thinks of a dinosaur or a giant fearsome creature, he's the first reference that comes to mind. It seems the creators of Peppa Pig decided to pay tribute to the famous kaiju by incorporating his look into one of the show's most beloved toys. After all, even giant monsters deserve a little space in children's culture. Another character worth mentioning is Peppa Pig's famous pirate, with his striking red beard. As one of the few human characters in the series, he's easily recognizable even though he appears in only a few episodes, thanks to his treasure-hunting pirate look. However, he's not the only red-bearded pirate in the world of British cartoons. In Ben and Holly's Little Kingdom, we also have Redbeard the elf pirate, who shares quite a few similarities with Peppa Pig's pirate. Despite their likenesses, there are some differences too. Redbeard is an elf, while Peppa Pig's pirate is human, as previously mentioned. This distinction is evident in the character's ears. Still, many fans believe Peppa Pig's pirate is a nod to Redbeard, as the latter appeared first, back in 2009. So the question arises, could there be some kind of connection between them? Maybe they're distant relatives, or perhaps one inspired the other. Either way, it's another fun reference for fans of both shows. Enjoying these references? If so, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you won't miss our videos about the pink piggy. Let's keep discovering all the hidden secrets in Peppa Pig together. One thing we can't forget is that Peppa Pig is a British animation created in England. That's why the episode where Peppa's gang visits London serves as a special reminder of this. In this particular episode, we see one of the United Kingdom's most iconic landmarks, Big Ben. This gigantic clock, housed in an impressive tower, is one of the trademarks of the great city of London and has appeared in numerous films and cartoons worldwide. It was obvious that a British series like Peppa Pig wouldn't miss the opportunity to honor one of the greatest symbols of its homeland. And, of course, it was a wonderful way to introduce children to the country's historical heritage. A small detail, but one that makes the episode even more special. Still in the episode International Day, where we see Big Ben, the creators of Peppa Pig also included a subtle reference that might go unnoticed by many, a painting on the school wall of a white dove carrying a flower. This symbol is globally recognized as an emblem of peace, often used in significant events and celebrations. The decision to include this detail is quite meaningful, as the episode celebrates diversity and unity among all the countries of the world. This attention to detail highlights how the creators of the show aim to convey important messages to children, even in subtle ways. After all, a simple white dove can teach a lot about unity and harmony. In the same episode, we see Peppa's gang dressed up to represent different countries around the world, and the costumes are simply adorable. Peppa appears dressed as a French painter, wearing a stylish beret that evokes the classic stereotype of France. Meanwhile, George is representing Russia. He's wearing a warm coat and a traditional hat called an ushanka, perfect for braving the extreme cold typical of the country. These costumes are not only cute, but also help children learn more about the characteristics and cultures of other countries in a fun and educational way. Who doesn't love this kind of detail? Peppa Pig loves to make jokes with classic references, and one of the most recurring ones is about the famous Big Bad Wolf. This happens especially with Mr. Wolf, Wendy Wolf's father, who often makes jokes related to the Three Little Pigs fairy tale. A particularly funny moment occurs in the episode The New House. When Daddy Pig and his friends build a house for the Wolf family, Mr. Wolf asks if the house is made of straw or wood. Upon learning it's made of bricks, he can't resist blowing at the house, mimicking the classic story. In the episode Wendy Wolf's Birthday, the references continue. Peppa comments that Grandma Wolf has big ears, recreating the famous dialogue from Little Red Riding Hood. However, instead of saying her teeth are for eating people, Grandma Wolf says they're for eating cake. To top it off, Wendy's birthday cake features a little wooden house that she blows down, celebrating it as if it were a big victory. These details make the show even more entertaining, with a touch of nostalgia for adults watching alongside the children. Now that you've discovered these amazing Easter eggs, why not keep the fun going? Choose one of the videos we've suggested on the screen and dive into more fascinating curiosities about Peppa Pig. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.